Hi, good morning, good morning. Today is Friday. Yay, it's Friday. I hope you guys are staying warm. I know, can't complain too much because we're in Southern California, but it's been a little chilly these last couple days. Last week it was hotter than heck. Now it's, chilly. So anyway, I want to, today what we're going to do is we are going to update a little small home decor item that I've had and I just never got around to it. But also what's good about today is, hope you guys know, it's National Wine Day. I'm just saying, are you guys a red or a white guy? I'm a little of both. I'll drink a little bit both. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there. It is a Friday, so you can't go home and have wine today, right? Also, let me just check my notes here. I want to, let you guys know, excuse me, the people who purchase our Dixie Belle products, you should already know that we have a loyalty program. Just a reminder, the free item for the loyalty program is a 4-ounce of our French linen chalk paint. So make sure to remember to bring your cards when you're coming and purchasing any of the Dixie Belle products. And then, let me see what else. Okay. And then, also, I wanted to remind you, for you guys to look out on your emails for this flyer. This is showing our spring open house. It's going to be March 12th. That's when we will, as you all know, that's when we will be bringing in our spring and Easter items. Okay, so, and also, I just wanted to let you know, if anyone is interested, we have a few spots left for our outside vendors. If anyone is interested, just give me a call, and hopefully you guys can join it. You can enjoy us outside, being a vendor and selling all your wares, right? Okay, so today, what I want to show you is, look at this cute shelf thing. Let me back it up a little bit. Okay, you see how it has like 2 sections and it's like a little shelf. It can hang on the wall. It can sit, on a dresser or desk or something as well. So what has happened is the glass panels that were in here have broken, okay? So I'm not going to go and get new glass. I'm just not going to do it. However, we are going to put one of our Dixie Belle bells and whistle. I'm going to lay that down gently so I don't scare you guys so early in the morning. Good morning. Hi, Deanna. Nice seeing you yesterday. So we have our bells and whistles, wildflowers and butterflies transfers, and this was inspired one of our brand ambassadors, AJ, and so it's perfect for this time of year for spring. So, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to bring you down here so you can see what I'm doing. So what we're going to do is, here are the 2 pieces that came out of this shelf type thing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this transfer and we're going to transfer onto these pieces so that you can see, so now it's going to be all nice and renewed. So these transfers, this particular one comes in 4 different sheets. You can kind of see how pretty all the florals and the butterflies, and there's bees everywhere. So it's basically like a big sticker is really what these are. So I want to use a portion of this on this long one, and then for the short one, I'm thinking I might use a little bit I don't want to use this one because it has a little cutoff here, but I'm thinking I might use a little bit of this or something, and or maybe a couple of those single ones. And that's what's neat about this particular one is, now this one is, if you put these two side to side, you can have one big, you know, picture or whatever. However, what's also cool about these, that I call these are cut out or build upon transfers, because you can take all these little individual ones and build and make like a bouquet or whatever. It's really, really cool. Hi, Donna. Thank you for watching. Okay, so I am going to start off with the big one. Now, this is just, I'm going to just kind of eye it because I'm not going to go all the way up there. And for right now, I don't want the bee. Okay, so you just kind of trim where you want it. Okay, I'm just going to cut this whole section off here so I don't have to deal with it. Okay, always keep your little pieces. And I think I'll come up here because if I'm a little bit over on the board, it should be okay. Can I trace this on the, yes, and I already kind of did on the back, but, okay. So, now what I did to this piece was just a piece, it's just a real thin piece of MDF, okay? So I painted this already on the side with one of our paint here at Shaving. And basically, you just kind of place it on where you want it. Now see, this is a little bit too high. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit, okay? Yeah, I think that's about where I want it. Because you also have to worry about, you know, there's a little tiny bit of an overhang for the edge of the framing. So I think I'll go about right here. Yeah, about right here. Oh boy, I really cut it almost just right. Okay. So here's what you do. I'm going to, because I don't want to move this, I don't want to move that off of that because it's pretty close to the edge. I'm just going to lightly put some tape on there to hold it in place. Maybe, huh? And until I get down to this part. Because I'm a left to right type of person, so I just do it, actually if I just do it right here, it'd be all right. Okay, so here's something you have to remember about these transfers. This side, the side that has the print, and it's like a little frosted sheet here, okay? This is the sticky part. This is the part, if I touch this right now and then pull my finger away, I will ruin that floral because the fact that, you know, it's sticky and it will then come off. And then it has this kind of like a wax paper type sheet on the back. This is the sheet that you go like this. I kind of fold it underneath. I bring it, and just with this pressure of my fingers, I can just, you know, I can get it onto here, okay? Okay, now, actually, I guess I don't need those right now. So then, I'll take this off. Okay, now see how can I do, let me see if I can do this a little bit closer maybe. I'm as close to the table as I can get, but let me come down here. Okay, so if you see, I've already got this part down, and then see, this is open. So this is where then you take this piece and you just keep folding it, kind of like taking it off, okay? And then with my hand, I'm kind of pressing it down. So it gets its kind of, at least its first, you know, part of adhesion. Okay, now this, I'm going to cut off because I don't need it. Okay, there. Okay, so this is just a basic one-touch kind of, you know, application, okay? But now I have to get it off this paper. So this is where in every tube of these transfers, you get a burnishing tool, okay? So you basically are taking this and you're rubbing it. Hope I'm not moving the camera too much. And you're rubbing it. You just keep rubbing, okay? Now, because this plastic is very close to this paint, what you want to do is, I usually take, well, if I have any of the clear so I can see it, but I'll take this extra paper and just kind of put it like right here, just so that I don't accidentally come over here and scratch my paint, okay? And this, so you just keep rubbing. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. Okay. And as you can see, I just kind of lifted it a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, but where I lifted this and it has already removed itself. What's going on with this side? It could be that it's cold also. I didn't think about that. Sometimes if you have a trouble with getting these off, you can take a hair dryer, and you're not going to torch the thing, but you just want to kind of lightly, there it goes. Oh, a little bit more. Okay, here it comes. Okay, see, it's releasing from this paper. I always kind of, you always want to go slow. You don't want to just rip it off, okay? And because you kind of roll it back little by little. And what I do is, as I'm rolling, I gotta move this because I'm doing it. Let's see. Okay, there. So as I roll it back, oop, that piece didn't stick. So I just push it back down, take the burnishing tool, and keep, and just rub it, okay? Doesn't hurt to, you can kind of almost see, I know not in the camera you can't, but you can almost kind of tell when it releases. Okay, so this one came down. Oop, this little one didn't come down. Okay. You want to just check every, oh, right here. And I'll tell you, if you're not an artist and you can't draw, such as myself, you, these transfers are really a godsend because you can make beautiful items with the transfers. And we have quite a few different ones. We have an Alice in Wonderland. We have actually 2 Alice in Wonderlands. We just got another one with eucalyptus, with just eucalyptus leaves on it. Okay, let's see. Dixie Belle is just starting out. Well, the last year, they started out making these rub-on transfers or rub-off transfers, however we put it. There are other companies out there. I've actually used all those other companies. And some, of course, have been around for a little bit longer doing, you know, their transfers, so they have a lot more. What is going on here? I can't get this little guy off. There it goes. And let's see here. Oh. Sometimes these little pieces are the hardest ones. And all right, let's try it again. Okay, now this part, see, I don't worry about because that's not gonna stay on the full. Sometimes just using your finger works better. Although my problem is I don't have fingernails, so. Okay, let's see here. So anyway, I'm sorry if I didn't introduce myself. My name is Jackie. I'm the store owner of a boutique in a home decor and gift boutique in Covina, California. And we are going to be having on March 12th, we're going to be having our spring open house. That's when we will have our Easter items, merchandise out on the floor. We also will have visiting vendors outside. So if you have anyone that makes a product or a craft or item, something like that, that would be interested in doing a little pop-up outside in our parking lot. We still have a few spaces available. And let's see here. Yep, here it goes. Good, that's a good one, see? And then I just push my finger down. And you can put these transfers on glass. You can put them on a painted surface, as you see. You can put them on metal. Gosh, you can put them on fabric, actually. You can put them on concrete, just about anything, really. And like I say, for those of us who are not artists, this is such a great product for us because we can make beautiful things and not have to, you know, worry about our art skills. This one's taken, I'm sure it's the heat, the cold, because normally it doesn't take this long. And I apologize, I didn't even think about, usually I'm not doing stuff like this first thing. Okay, almost done. If you guys have any questions, hi Donna. Oh, hi Grace. Yes, isn't this pattern beautiful? Sure, if you're a butterfly lover, boy, it has a lot of butterflies. On almost every flower, there's butterflies. I kind of wish they had left some of the flowers and then we could have just put the butterflies on ourselves, but that's okay. You know, they didn't call and ask me what I wanted, so. And I totally don't think they'll be doing it. Okay. And this is just something, now let's just say, for some odd reason, you wanted to change this, because this is a spring design, right? So let's just say you wanted to change this further, you know, later down the line to, I think what this whole thing was, probably was a thing for pictures. But you could always, well, two things. One, you could flip this over and paint the back side and put a different transfer on that so that it could be seasonal. Which that's not a bad idea, actually. And I'm just trying to think which fall or Christmas would I want. I don't know that I would do Christmas. Okay, almost done with this little section. Okay, there. So see, look how pretty. Isn't that pretty? And it will fit right in. I'll just, actually, because it's sticky, I can just fold these edges in and it will stick upon itself. See, I already got it on my finger. Okay. And look, that's it. Now, because people will say, well, do you have to put like a sealer on this? You would put, if this was going to be on a furniture item, if it was going to be on a I don't know, a tray, something like that, you would probably put a top coat on it. Usually, if it's something that is going to be hanging, that's not going to get real dirty, you could get by without putting a top coat. However, I have seen, because you can't see it probably on the thing, but these have like a little halo around it. If dirt builds up on this, that dirt will go into, you'll see like an outline of the dirt. So what you could do then is go ahead and put just one thin coat of a clear coat on here, sealer, and then you wouldn't have to worry about that, okay? And this, I think, I am going to do this. I should have done it before. So now I've got to paint this side. And I think I will put a seasonal one on the background, because that's kind of a great idea. That's how sometimes I roll. I'll start working on something and then I want to change it. But that's okay. And now what I'm doing, because I wrapped it around this bottom, and now I'm thinking that if I put something, a fall picture on here, I'll have to get this off. So I'll do that off camera. So it fits right in here, okay? Now let's do the small one. And we'll do the same thing with the small one, but I want to, I think I'm going to, where's that part? Oh, I think it was this other part. Because see how this has a lot of, my focus is this poppy. One, because I love poppies, and it's an orange. But I'm thinking if I take one of these individual poppies and put on here and put it up here, it might be too much. So I'm thinking I might carry over some of this yellow and purple. So where is, I thought I had it all figured out, but I don't. Or I just plain forgot. I wonder, I don't want to put that. That has two butterflies. Okay, now here's a little purple flower with a bee in it. And this is a prime example where I could take this purple flower and, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some of this, but gosh, it has all those bees on it. See, that's the part where I personally think it's a little bit too much on the butterflies, because I would have rather had this floral, and then I could have added, what do you think, Grace? Which section should I use? Help me, girl. Let me see here. Well, I think I'll just go with this. There's a butterfly here, and I could bring it up like this. Maybe that's what I'll do. Gonna get this yellow and purple, which will bring this up into here. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So I am going to now figure out where I want this. I think I want all that green up to the top. I don't have to have that. Yeah, I'll do this, I think. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut close to the edge of what I want. Now, let's say I don't want this butterfly. See, I can just cut around it like that. And then this, just because it's on there, doesn't mean you have to use it. You can, this, like I said, these are cuttable or build upon type pieces. And you never throw your scraps away because those scraps are very important. I think I'll go, yeah, like this. Okay, so we just do the same thing. Kind of get this a little bit straight. It doesn't have to be exact, okay? This is gonna be a little, this is gonna be too much. So I'm going to just trim it. Oh, I'm excited. Darn it, I wish I would have thought about that earlier about doing a flip side, because that's a very good idea. Because now, remember on the other one I left this on there, but that's because it was a long piece. I'm so used to doing this that I peel the whole paper off, and then I can place it on here. Again, I start off with my finger first as rubbing it, okay? And then, now, down here where I cut this, remember how I put the one piece of, oops, I put the one paper here so I don't scratch my paint, okay? Because that's close to the edge. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So now I've got to figure out which transfer I can use for the fall to put on the back. But even if it's not a fall, I probably should have cut down here a little bit better, but that's all right. I can, I think it will be hidden by the frame, outline of the frame. Okay, let's try this, huh? Oh. Oh, see? Darn it. I went in a hurry, and this is exactly what happens. I started to rub, and I rubbed onto the paint because I didn't put my little paper there. So now I'll have to go back and repaint that area. But that's all right. It's what happens. This is why I want to show you guys things that can happen. Okay. Okay, let me see now. Oh boy, I think this cold is doing a number on these transfers. Come on. There it goes. Again, you just slowly pull back. And like I said, on the side that's coming, I always put my finger and kind of help it. Okay. You know what? I could always take a little piece, even if it was a bee or something, and put right there instead of trying to paint that. But you guys get the idea, right? See, you just can't, you have to go slowly. You've kind of, yeah. You just carefully, it's not like ripping off a Band-Aid that you have to just yank it off. You can't do that. If I did that, I would really be upset because, as you can see, some of the pattern stays on that paper, and okay, let's see. Yep, okay. Again, you want to do it slowly so you can, oop, I'm going to get this side. Okay. See, again, you're just rolling it back slowly. And as you can see, sometimes when I lay it down, I just have to just use my finger to get it off of there. Okay. You know what? This is a good example where I can show you where I made that mistake. Well, actually, this can be considered two mistakes. I cut this so that you see this. Well, if I put that in that folder, you're going to see this. Plus, I made this little mark with my thing. So guess what? We can certainly fix this because now either I can come here and cut where those branches are, which I'm not going to do. But I could always come in here and add a little piece. Let me see. Actually, probably best to just do it like this. And I can get that other butterfly in there. Or if I had other pieces, I could always, you know what? There's this little flower that I could put down here that will hide this. That's what I'm going to do. So watch. You just take this. I'm going to put this here. Okay, so that will hide that mistake. Okay, again, here's a good example of build upon. Okay, now I'm going to rub this, but I'm putting my protective paper on it. That's what you ideally want to do, is save your the clear ones so that you can, oh, there's a piece right there I could have used, so that you can see it better. But okay, now let's see. My watch stopped, so I don't know what time it is. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that helps that one. Now, I want to find something to fix this little boo-boo here. So that's a prime example of, like I say, of not using a little protective cover. I don't know if I want to put a bee there because you're really not going to see it. Yeah, I will. Okay, I'll put just about right there. Okay. Let's see, just enough to cover that brown spot. I'll bring it up. Okay, how about that? There, I just fixed two mistakes. But I'm about to do the same thing all over again. Oops. Sometimes when you have the two layers, like this protective layer, I just call it the protective layer. you have to rub a little bit extra hard because it's going through 2 layers. There. Okay, see? So now let's see. So now we take this. Let me lift you up a little bit. Okay, so here's the first panel. We stick that down in here. Okay. Move the little, oops, this one's a little loose. Okay. Put the little things on there to hold it. Then you have this one. Okay. Okay, same thing. We move the little holder things here. And look. Now, this one's up. This needs to go up a little bit more, but because this thing is, normally the glass would be in there, but this little, the little holder thing is kind of loose. I've got to screw it in a little bit tighter so you wouldn't see this, but look how cute that is, huh? Look. And it has a little shelf, so you could put a little something here. But I am going to look for something, a transfer, or even if it wasn't a transfer, let's just say I don't find something that is a fall thing. I could always put decoupage on the back, something that's a fall, you know, colors, and then you can swipe it, you know, switch it for each season. So, yeah, and it's a good thing I put that yellow flower there because that stem wouldn't have come, it would have still shown. So, I have the glass for this top piece. I don't have the glass for this bottom piece. But I think it'll be all right once I tighten the little things in the back. So, well, what do you think, huh? That looks pretty cool. Thank you for watching, Grace. Thank you, my dear Rick. Thank you, Donna. I believe that's your first time watching me, so thank you so much. And that's it for today. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do is put a seasonal thing on the back of it. Okay, because no big deal. I'll just paint the back, get another either transfer or I wonder if I should do fall or Christmas. I think I'll do Christmas. Wouldn't that be pretty with a little Santa or snowman? Now, I know I'm not going to find a transfer for that, but I could easily find something decoupage for seasonal to go on the back. Okay, that's it. All right, so remember, today is National Wine Day, so you know what I'm going to be doing when I get home tonight, right? And also, don't forget about our March 12th, our spring open house. That's when we are going to do, I'll have our spring and our Easter stuff out. And that's it, okay? And have a good weekend. And let's see what else. Oh, I'm so excited this weekend. We get to have our granddaughter, and she's off school on Monday, so we get to have her Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll take her home on Monday. So anyway, you guys be safe. Have a fun weekend. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys later, huh? Let me do one more cool shot of this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Perfect for the spring. You could put like a little candle here. You could put all kinds of little things. You know, whatever. Very cute things. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye. Love you guys. Thanks, Grace.